Hi, my name's Josh, and whoever's watching this, I want you to know that it gets better. Um, I promise you, it gets better. Um, I'm doing this for Dan Savage's It Gets Better project on YouTube, and I am a 29-year-old gay male, and I came out of the closet a decade ago, and I'm very, very happy that I came out. And I'll tell you this, I grew up in rural northwest Ohio, a very, very small town, and I grew up on a farm with a working class family that came from traditional working class and farming roots. We were weekly churchgoers, but I won't say we were evangelicals or strict or anything like that. But I of course heard terrible, terrible things when I grew up in a church. Um, I remember very early on I was going to a youth group and somebody, not me actually, brought up the the idea. They said like, so what does the church think about gay people? And the minister sort of very quickly said, we love the sinner and we hate the sin. And I remember, that the youth minister was sort of even worse. I mean, he sort of said something absolutely, just like gay people are sick and they can be fixed. And it was awful. And I felt really bad about that because that was coming out of my church, which at that point was very important to me. And I remember even in high school, I had a sociology class, and there was a teacher um, who told us that gay people could be fixed, that being gay, there was something wrong with them, and there were appropriate therapies that they could see, um, that they could experience, and they would come out heterosexual at the other end. And luckily, I knew she was full of bullshit. She was a stupid, stupid little woman who, unfortunately, was actually teaching youth in the United States, and to my knowledge, she's still there. And she's a terrible, terrible teacher. And I remember I hated her, and I don't hate her anymore now, but I pity her because it got a lot better for me, and I realized that the people that I left in small town America, in small town Ohio, they just weren't gonna be like me at all. And I'm gay, I'm proud of it, but at the same time, it's like I'm willing to experience a bigger and greater and more interesting world than the small people who, made me feel like shit for most of my life. For not most of my life, for my adolescence. I'm gonna do so much more than they ever will, and that's really exciting. And you will too, because it's going to get better. Maybe you'll find a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whoever you're looking for. I don't know. That's the fun of finally being able to date and see somebody that you want to. Because sometimes you get to deal with the fun of dating, and sometimes you get to deal with the fun of being single, and sometimes you get to deal with the fun of that gray area when you don't know if you're single or you're dating somebody. So I want you to know it gets better. I know there are teachers that will make you feel terrible. There will be adults that will make you feel terrible. There will be classmates. I remember I was on the high school golf team, and I was called a faggot by this little man, and, who I can think of now, and I pity him. I'm sure his life is not very interesting, but yours will be interesting no matter what. And you can go out and do and be and just experience whatever you want, because I want you to know it'll get better. It really will. So don't ever think that high school is important or junior high is important. I mean, I know you think this is going to be the end all, the most important times of your life, but it's not true, because as soon as you're out, it's going to get better, and it's going to get more interesting, and it's just going to be fabulous, and you're going to love it. So I went from small town Ohio I traveled the world. I've seen South America. I adore it. I've lived there. I'm now living in the great city of Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. And I can guarantee if you ever come here, there's lots of love. So, it'll get better. I want to thank you very much. My name is Josh. I'm from Northwest Ohio. And I'm gay. I didn't have a great time. But I found out it gets better. Ciao.